This may be controversial, but what if I told you that one of the most famous leaders of biblical times was once nothing but an ordinary shepherd? Well, it's time to dive into the story of Moses and the burning bush, a moment that changed not only Moses' life, but the course of history for the Israelites. You don't want to miss this. Let's set the scene. Moses had fled from Egypt, where he had grown up in Pharaoh's palace, to escape punishment for a crime he committed. He had been living in the land of Midian, working as a shepherd for his father-in-law Jethro. His days were simple, leading his flock, minding his own business. Little did he know, everything was about to change. One day, as Moses led his sheep near Mount Horeb, also known as the Mountain of God, something astonishing happened. Moses saw a bush engulfed in flames. Now you might think, what's the big deal? Bushfires happen all the time. But here's the catch. The bush was burning, yet it wasn't consumed by the fire. It remained fully intact, and the flames danced without damaging it. Intrigued, Moses decided to take a closer look. As he approached the bush, something extraordinary happened. He heard a voice, God's voice. Imagine this for a second. God called out Moses' name not once, but twice. Moses, Moses! Completely startled, Moses responded, Here I am. And then God said something unforgettable. Do not come any closer. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. Moses obeyed immediately, but this was just the beginning. God then introduced himself. I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Suddenly, Moses realized the enormity of the moment. He was in the presence of God himself, and he hid his face in awe and fear. But why did God appear to Moses? What was so urgent? God explained, I have indeed seen the misery of my people in Egypt. I have heard them crying out because of their slave drivers, and I am concerned about their suffering. God was calling Moses to a mission, to lead the Israelites out of their bondage in Egypt and into the Promised Land. Now let's pause for a moment. Imagine being Moses. You're a shepherd, living a predictable life, and then, out of nowhere, you're tasked with freeing an entire nation. Moses was overwhelmed. He asked, Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt? But God assured him, I will be with you, and this will be the sign to you that it is I who have sent you. When you have brought the people out of Egypt, you will worship God on this mountain. Sounds reassuring, right? But Moses wasn't done with his doubts. He worried about convincing the Israelites and Pharaoh. So he asked God for his name, something that would validate his authority. And here, God revealed one of the most profound names ever spoken. I am who I am. God added, Tell the Israelites, I am has sent me to you. This statement not only emphasized God's eternal existence, but also his active presence in the lives of his people. To alleviate Moses' fears even further, God showed him miraculous signs. He turned Moses' staff into a snake and back into a staff again. He also made Moses' hand leprous and then healed it instantly. Still hesitant, Moses claimed he wasn't eloquent enough, but God reminded him, Who gave human beings their mouths? Is it not I, the Lord? Now go. I will help you speak and will teach you what to say. Finally, God allowed Moses' brother Aaron to assist him. With this, Moses' doubts began to wane, and he accepted God's call. So why is this story so important? It teaches us that God often calls upon ordinary people to do extraordinary things. It reminds us that even in our moments of doubt and fear, God equips us for the tasks He has planned for us. Moses' encounter with the burning bush became the pivotal moment that led to the liberation of the Israelites, a story of hope, courage, and undeniable faith. So the next time you feel uncertain about your purpose, remember Moses and the burning bush. Maybe your own burning bush moment is just around the corner.